Wyatt Flores, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, an absolute pleasure to have you here. And it only feels like the other day, that you were just here in Australia performing at CMC Rocks. What was that whole experience like for you? Had you been here before that?
No, I have not. And that experience was life-changing. I mean, shoot, we were coming from Scotland at the time. So that flight, oh man, we spent so much time on the flight. But by the time that we finally made it up there to CMC, I was like, this place is incredible. And then we played the first night and I was like, what was that? And it was like, it was a really overwhelming feeling to like feel how far the music had made it. Like I was expecting to like just play to a whole bunch of people that had never heard of us. And we actually had fans there. And then the next night we had a game plan. We were like, all right, we're switching up the entire set list. The first night they got a really like intimate set. Second night was just all gas, no brakes. And that was so, oh my gosh. I did things that I've never done before, like smoking a cigarette with an alligator in my hand, or a crocodile, sorry. And yeah, anyway, we were like, we got to flip it on its head. We got to throw a party the next night. And the entire experience was just incredible and beautiful. I've never been to a festival where it feels like I'm Kenny Chesney in the 90s with so many people on top of each other's shoulders and everyone's just having a great time. It was truly is one of the best festivals ever. And I really am excited. I'm hoping the day comes soon that we get to headline.
Yeah, absolutely. We love having you here in Australia. We show up for our country music down here. And you did mention, you had the crocodile in one hand. Did you get a chance to go and visit Robert Irwin at the zoo while you were down here as well?
Twice now. I've been twice. I am a huge fan. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Australian Zoo is just, it was insane this last time because my grandma got to go with me. So that was too much fun. We got to pet one of the rhinos. I'm trying to remember his name. I can't remember. But it was just an awesome experience. And we plan to keep going back every single time because I just love what they're doing and what they stand for. And honestly, it just makes me relate a lot back to, what we do here in music. Like they're trying to spread the word and, trying to take care of animals that need help. And for us, it's like, that's what we're trying to do with our music is put this music inside of someone's hands that needs to hear it.
Yeah, speaking of animals, you did also sell out the Bucking Bin Chicken Australian tour here as well. What was the inspiration behind that tour name? Do you just love yourself a bin chicken?
Well, I didn't know what they were. I was fairly caught up with all the animals that y'all had from all the documentaries I've watched on Netflix, but that one was not on my bingo card. I literally got into Sydney. I couldn't fall asleep. So I finally was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to walk 3 miles to the Opera House. And on my way there at like 5:30 in the morning, this weird bird just comes out of nowhere, walks right in front of me like he owns the street. And I was like, I'm not getting close to that thing. I'm not a chance. Turns out they're harmless, but like, I was like, what in the world? There's not a bird that should ever have a beak that big. Anyway, so then I told everyone the story about that and they all loved it. And then I was like, you know what? We should just call our tour that we have here, Bucking Bin Chicken Tour.
That's so good. I love how that came together. It's so iconic. Bin chickens, yeah, only in Australia, right?
Oh my gosh, I loved it. I think this last time that I was there, I seen one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. He could have possibly had a good mid-size one.
Yeah.
He was massive.
He's been eating well in those bins. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was just recently, scrolling on my TikTok as you do, and I came across Kesha up on stage. You joined her up on stage. Oh my God, how did this happen? I need to know the details.
It literally just came through and they're like, hey, would Wyatt want to come sing a song with Kesha? And I was like, what? And, well, yeah, of course I will. I just didn't expect to get invited to that. So, we got the opportunity to do that. I had two of my band members, Kinsey and Clem, come with me to do it. And she loved it so much that she wanted to keep it more of a bluegrass arrangement style, which was also not on the bingo card.
Yeah.
We're like, you sure you don't want the drums in this? And she's like, no, I think I like it exactly how it is. And I was like, that's cool as all get out. Okay. And yeah, so I freaked out. The funniest part of that entire thing is the verse that she was like, are you okay with singing that verse? And I was like, I'll sing whatever verse you give me. And yeah, if you listen to the words of my verse, it just cracked me up so much. I would say it on radio, but I don't know if it's appropriate.
Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe we can expect a potential collab. I mean, if she loved herself a bit of bluegrass that much, I don't know. Could we see a potential team up here?
I haven't heard anything, but I would definitely say yes to it.
I'm here for it. I think a lot of other people are here for it. Yeah, just so unexpected, isn't it? Kesha and yourself up on stage, but I'm definitely here for that team up.
Heck yeah.
Well, another pretty special moment that recently happened was at CMA Fest. You jumped up on stage with Wyatt as well to let him know about debuting at the Grand Ole Opry. Did he have any idea that you were going to jump up on stage and, let him know that? Because it was a pretty emotional moment.
Well, I'd hopped on stage to do our song together, didn't forget, and he had no idea. He had no idea. If you look at the original video of that, like, he's looking at me like, what are you doing, Wyatt? Like, this is the part where you, like, get off the stage now, and I go on and play the rest of the set. And I just kept talking and talking. And, oh, man, it got me good. I was not expecting him to cry on stage, and that got me. I just gave him the biggest hug that I possibly could, and I was talking in his ear. I was like, man, you're doing it. Just keep going. And man, yeah. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah, you guys must have a pretty close friendship as well, because it was a pretty special moment that you guys shared, and a big, announcement as well. It's always like such a privilege to perform there as well.
Absolutely. It's a huge rite of passage to get invited. And man, I'm trying to think, how long has he been opening shows for me? Maybe a year and a half now? Somewhere around there. Either way, it's been crazy to watch him keep getting better at what he's doing. Like, he's getting stronger and more confident in his career, and it's awesome to witness that. Because the first shows that he opened up to me were all acoustic, and then this time where I was there at CMA Fest, I seen him with this full band, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening?
Yeah. Yeah.
You blink for 1 second, and you turn back around, and you're like, you're freaking killing this. Like, 1,000 horses running.
Yeah. It's really cool to see the progression, from going from one to another, and for yourself to turn around and go, wow, like, you're just rocking it up on stage. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, very exciting for you. You have got a brand new album coming out July 31st, Scared of Heights. I'm so excited about this. Talk us through how it sort of came together.
Oh, man. Well, there for a while, I kind of quit writing. I was really nervous to really speak on anything. I didn't know what I was going to say, and I didn't know how I was going to say it, and that really frightened me. And I beat around the bush there for a while. I was writing, and then finally it came until last June. The first song that came to me that was like this 2000s era punk stuff was Not Good Enough, which was originally called Drunken Love. And then the next day after, I wrote Running on E. And then I was like, okay, this seems like a solid sign that I need to be going in this direction. And after that, it didn't take me too long, 2 more months maybe. And then the last song that I wrote for the album was God Forgives. And as soon as I wrote that, I was like, I'm done. There it is. That's the album.
You had that moment where you were like, yup, that's the album. I'm happy with it, because that's a really hard moment to have, I'd imagine, being an artist and just wanting to keep fixing little things. But you just had that moment and you knew.
Yeah, I have a problem with never stopping. It's like, it has to be perfect. And it's like, no, I knew in this case, like, as soon as I had that song, I was like, we got all the missing pieces. We're good.
Yeah. Was there a specific song that maybe was a little harder to write than any others? Like maybe you took a little bit more time, like you got stuck on it, or it was all kind of just a flow and it was just smooth to kind of, once you got started, you were on sort of thing?
I I feel like I had a pretty good flow through it all. I'm trying to think of any that were kind of more difficult. I think the only one that I had to come back to for sure was Way I Do. I was like, I really want to put like a down verse in here.
Yeah.
And that was about the only thing that I wanted to come back to and kind of change. But for the most part, all of it was, I was flying. There was one day that there was 5.5 songs wrote.
Oh, wow. In one day.
Yeah. I was on a tear there for a little bit.
You would have slept well that night after, pumping out a couple songs.
Oh yeah, my brain was fried after doing that.
Well, you've sort of already answered this, but I was going to ask you, were there any extra songs that you wrote that didn't make the cut? But it sounds like, you kind of wrote that final song and you were like, yep, that's the album.
There was one that I feel like could have been a possible contender, which I'm thinking that it probably will come out one day for sure. It was called Mind to Change, and it was just I don't know, it felt rocking, and I loved it, and it didn't make it. But another one that didn't make the album either is a song that I wrote a while back called Never Made It Home, which I know a lot of folks have been asking, when's that one coming? Is it going to be on the album? And it just didn't fit this style that I was going for. So that one might be another single down the road.
Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully we can look forward to hearing that one come out in full. Well, Wyatt Flores, thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully we can see you back down here in Australia for another Bin Chicken tour sometime soon. Part 2, maybe.
Heck yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time.